You can choose discipline or you can choose regret. Peace and love, family. My name is Leon Wheeler Jr., and this is Master Making in Motion, where I'm learning how to master myself and I'm teaching it while learning. Today, we're going to talk about why discipline feels hard, but avoiding it is harder. As a youngster, my mother, my beloved mother, created a list of things for me to do. Seemed like every day she would come home and add something to it. I guess that was her way of, preparing me, for adulthood and possibly keeping me out of the streets a little bit, keeping me out of trouble because I was a bad kid, really bad kid. Uh, she had me washing dishes. Uh, some of my friends, I know I can recall their mother saying that washing dishes was a girl's chore. Boys shouldn't be doing it. Well, that was a part of my chore. She had me washing dishes. I had to clean my bedroom every day. I always had to pick up around the house. You couldn't leave your belongings anywhere. So my mother was really strict about stuff being all over her house. I took the garbage out. Uh, in the summer, I cut the grass whenever it needed to be cut. In the winter, I shovel snow. I fed the dogs, and I kept their area clean. And before I was able to go outside, I always had to do this. It was mandatory. You had to make sure my homework was done. At the time, it was just me and my older sister, and she was really good at that school stuff, so she wasn't a bad kid. So that was me learning certain skills that I was able to utilize as as I got older. And my parents eventually left the old neighborhood and left the house to me, and I was able to use those skills, keeping my house clean. Then I found myself in prison, which was almost a no-brainer because, again, I was a bad kid. And when I got there, they had so many rules. It's always, everywhere you go, you got gatekeepers, overseers. They got rules. You don't own your place, or you live in someone else's house or facility or whatever. You have to follow the rules. And one of their rules was you had to keep your area of control clean, which wasn't a problem because I developed a tidy mentality. My mother taught me that, and that was just a no-brainer. And I utilized those skills across the board. Still to this day, I keep a pretty clean house. I wish I would have learned how to cook because my mother was an excellent cook, and I definitely lagging in those skills. Uh, and I regret it. And I realized that what you don't take time to master, to learn, uh, can become a detriment, something that you regret. So the avoidance of something like that, of particular skills and trades, can come back and bite you. 61, soon to be 62, just created this channel not long back, and seeing how important discipline really is. And I'm utilizing it to evolve, to grow into the man that I phantom in my imagination, that I want to see myself as a master, mastering myself. And with that, uh, there's a lot of skills to be developed still, to be mastered, and that's discipline. And I realize now, how powerful being a discipline is, the benefits It's like a superpower. It's my superpower now, being disciplined. And I'm learning that. I'm learning how to put first things first, to focus on what's necessary. And I wish I had did that a long time ago, but I didn't have the skills. I didn't know, what I was going to need and to what degree, and no one taught me that. So I'm focusing on that today, and I'm sharing it with you all in hopes that you all can share it with those whom you love, primarily, hopefully, your children. Because I'm looking at the children today, and a lot of the kids don't seem to have any chores. A lot of them don't do. I mean, they don't do anything. I think that's a bad thing, but I mean, hey, that's my opinion. So, and I'm wondering what tomorrow's going to bring for those children, without any discipline, without following some form of structure. I realize now that being disciplined has absolutely nothing to do with, I guess, an emotional standpoint, and it's not just what you do outwardly, you know. You have to learn how to be disciplined enough to avoid certain things. Avoidance is a form of discipline. Being able to say no. There's a whole lot of different facets to this that must be mastered. And a lot of it you may have to do in silence. You may have to do it, and it's not like it's not just outwardly things that you do. It's some things that you must master inwardly. So discipline is a key factor in my evolution of what I'm doing. So I have to be disciplined to come and sit before this camera and speak to uh, the multitude, anyone who's willing to listen, and it takes discipline. I have to prepare myself psychologically, mentally. I have to be ready to do it, uh, even when I don't want to. You know, but that's the consistency and the discipline, being disciplined enough to do it. And if I don't do it, uh, if I make an excuse for not doing it, later on I'm going to regret that, and I'll be kicking myself. I'll be disappointed in myself. So discipline is something that we utilize to move forward, to do what's necessary. And it's an inspiration. Again, it's a superpower. And we all must uh, put first things first. The things that's important, this is how discipline actually works. You do what's necessary. And you don't make excuses. You don't wait you don't wait till you're motivated. You don't wait till you're inspired. Till you're inspired. You do what's necessary because you know this has to be done. And especially if you're trying to reach a particular goal. And my goal is to master me. So I have to practice discipline. I have to do what's necessary. And sometimes it's against even my own whatever I'm inspired to do, whatever I want to do or don't want to do. So discipline is a factor that we definitely need. We have to learn to master because, and that is a form of mastering yourself. And if you can't master yourself, you'll never be free. That's just my opinion. Most of us are locked into a reality or concepts that they're not self created. We're just moving around based on what someone else laid out for us to do. And we don't even realize it. We think that we're actually doing something on our own, but you're really not. You're following a pattern or something. So discipline is what helps you break that monopoly. Monopoly. So we don't have to, we have to do what's necessary to become the individuals we need to be. And discipline is the key. Learning to do what's necessary, forcing yourself to do what's necessary, by any and all means. And that's necessary. So I'm not going to stay here long because this is a subject matter that we got to, I guess, come back to over and over again because discipline is important. Self-discipline, disciplining the mind, disciplining having the fortitude to do what's necessary when it's necessary. And that's something you have to develop. And that's called discipline. And again, that's a superpower, in my opinion. So, this is Master Making Emotion. This is me becoming a master of me. And if you're on a similar journey, I invite you to walk with me, talk with me, be.